We're checking in with a McGill professor who has been on an epic bike trip. He took his bike across the world to highlight industrial recycling, sort of cycling to recycle, if you want to put it that way. And he went to more than 20 countries in 400 days. Project Bike62 started more than a year ago, and the journey continues. We are now joining Professor Larry Lessard. Professor Lessard, hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm here.
I can hear you. You're wrapping up your journey. I think you're in Brockville right now, right?
Yes, Brockville. I'm only 4 days away from home, so kind of anxious to get home, but I've been gone for more than a year now. And as you said, 21 countries, 404 days. So I've been gone quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, I can just hear that by you saying only 4 days, because to anyone who hasn't been biking for that long, 4 days is a long time. How did all of this start? How did you get the idea for Project Bike62?
Well, I do research in recycling of materials, especially things that are difficult to recycle, as part of my engineering research. And I had my sabbatical year, so I had a chance to go to some universities, and then I decided I would bike to all these universities, and it changed from 3 universities to 30. So I've been to 30 different universities around the world, and talking about recycling and trying to inspire people to make the planet a little better. So that's been my goal.
You must have been a pretty experienced cyclist before this.
Never more than a 3-week, 3-week trips. So 1 year it was new for me to be gone for so long. So there were some challenges for sure in doing this kind of trip.
Yeah, what were the challenges?
Well, surprisingly enough, it wasn't physical. I'm not a young person. I'm 63 years old now. So the physical part was maybe difficult in the first 10 days. And then after that, no problem. But I would say maybe the mental challenges, just being away so long and just biking every day. You kind of have to be stubborn, I guess, or determined so that you keep going day after day. So that's been probably the biggest challenge, is staying focused.
How did you manage to tap into that focus?
Well, I always loved traveling, so it wasn't too difficult, and I always find interest in everywhere that I go. So I've been to a lot of interesting places and done some crazy things along the way. And I've met so many people, so it's been very inspiring to meet nice people all around the world.
But you can't tell me you've done some crazy things without telling me one of the craziest things that you've done along the trip.
When I took a few weeks off in Thailand, then I started just eating everything that people suggested to me. So I ate scorpion. I ate live baby shrimps that jump around in your mouth, and pig's brains, and crickets, and all kinds of insects. Every time somebody said, "Oh, try this, you'll love it," and then I would just do it.
You did all of this to raise awareness about recycling and how we can recycle better. What really is, like, I can imagine all these different places you visited have different recycling systems, are at different points in kind of, implementing recycling or do it differently. Is there one sort of unifying message that you've been spreading?
Well, I've seen the effects of garbage in third world countries, and what I've realized is that their garbage problem is not alone. It's partially caused by us, by first world countries that just want cheap products, and they're making them. So it's important that we realize that it's not just up to them to do something, but we have to help. And perhaps we just buy too many things. We're causing a lot of pollution in the world. And to solve the problems too is not easy. People are willing, but you need governments to be on board. You need industry also to have some will to recycle and to make their products better. And simple people, they have to be able to vote politicians that will do something. So it's kind of a combination of academics too, to get all the ideas, and politicians, industry, and just everyday people all working together. This is my idea for a solution.
You mentioned, some of the issues with recycling and with consumption and plastic and how it's affecting the whole world, including developing countries. It seems like such a big problem. How much has your perspective on this issue changed since, you set out, however many days ago it was, more than 400 days ago, on Project Bike62?
Well, the positive thing is people that I've met, a lot of people just want to do at least their small part to help. So this has been very positive. And some of the industries that I visited along the way, they also know that they have responsibilities. Almost every industry has some sustainability department now. They're trying, at least to different degrees. The industries are trying to make their product more sustainable. Some governments in some countries, like Holland and Denmark, are really avant-garde at putting some laws together that are forcing the issue of sustainability. Europe is way ahead of the rest of the world, including us here in Canada.
I know that you have 4 days left, so I want to wish you, a good trip for the next couple of days. And thank you very much, Professor Lessard, for speaking with us about Project Bike62.
Yes, thank you. And you can always go to my website, www.bike62.com, and then see what I've been doing.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
That is Professor Larry Lessard, and you can just Google Project Bike62 to check out what he's been up to for all of those kilometers on the bike.